What's up guys, I'm Akila. Welcome to my channel. Well, happy New Year's. In today's video we're going to be doing a recap of all my favorite items from, well, all my favorite makeup items of 2019. I'm going to try to keep it to one product per category. So let's go ahead and get started. Definitely for 2019, I feel like my makeup skills have gotten so much better this year. I'm just super stoked about how far I've come, and I think these makeup products definitely helped me on that journey. If you follow me on any of my social platforms, you know that Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue foundation is my favorite foundation of 2019, hands down. That's just my go-to foundation. I already know how that foundation is going to have me looking, and it never lets me down. So whenever I want to do a makeup look, it's really hard for me to use anything but that foundation. If I wanted to mention a drugstore foundation, it would definitely be the Loreal Infallible Freshwear. This foundation is really good as well, and it's like $10. My favorite primer is the Juno & Co Moonshine primer. One thing that I figured out about myself this year is that even though I have oily skin, that doesn't mean I need to dry my skin out before I put on foundation. For me personally, when I use a mattifying primer, it makes me look dry and cakey, and that's just not how I want to look anymore. I don't want to look dry, rough, and cakey. Being that this is like a moisturizer at the same time as a primer, I really enjoy it. Not only do I use a cream moisturizing primer, I also mix oil into my foundation as well. No more cake face, no more cake face, no more. I'm tired of looking dry. Oh, let's talk about powders. My favorite powder this year was the Anastasia loose powder in banana. It just gets the job done. Last year my favorite powder was the Laura Mercier. It's still a good powder. It's just I have a small one, and I bought this one. It's on my desk and I always reach for it. And for the powder that I set my whole face with, I use the Sephora MicroSmooth. This is in Deep 56. I just use this to set my whole face. Alyssa Ashley had recommended this on her videos, and I went and bought it, and I haven't put it down since. My favorite highlighter. This highlighter was also my favorite highlighter in 2019, and it's the Maybelline Master Chrome. No matter how much I try to use other highlighters, I just feel like this one is just the perfect tone, and it just gives you that glowy look, but at the same time it's not any chunky glitter in it. So I really love this one. Honorable mention is the Artist Couture highlighter in Conceited. I use this one a lot as well, but I prefer pressed highlighters. So even though I do reach for this one, I like pressed highlighters better. I personally love blush. Blush it's an added necessity to my looks. At the moment, my most used blush was the KKW Karma blush. I like burgundy red blushes, and I also like orange blushes. These are my favorite tones of blushes. I'm thinking about doing my least favorite purchased items of 2019. Give me a thumbs up if you guys would like to see that, because I have a few products in mind that would make that list. So let me know down below, or give me a thumbs up so I know that that's what you guys want to see. For my lips, my favorite lip concoction would be anything using this KKW lip liner in Nude 3. None of my looks are complete without that liner. And today I have on Nude 4 by KKW. This year KKW's lipsticks has taken over for me. I got 7 of the lipsticks. I love all of them. Literally I love all of them, and I can't really choose a fave, but Nude 4 is definitely a beautiful nude on my skin tone, so I chose that one. Brows. My brows has made 180 turnaround this year. I thought my brows were good in 2018, but this year, honey, they've changed for the best, and I could attribute that to my Lime Crime Bushy brow set. This is the pen, and this is the brow mascara. I don't have brows. If you've seen any of my videos, you know I don't have that much brow hairs, and this, it looks a little crazy right now. Using it today, it ran out, and using this fine brush to add fine strokes of hair, changed the game for me. Just changed the game for me. And prior to this, I didn't use brow mascara either, because I was like, I don't have brow hairs to need to be held down, but this on top of the pen just gives it more of that feathery brow look. I also have a review video on this. I'll link it, but it's not that great. But I have an updated brow routine, so I'll link that instead. Concealers. How can I forget concealer? I love concealer, and I love the L'Oreal Infallible concealer the most. Like, she was my girl 2019. When that Freshwear collection from L'Oreal came out, I tried this concealer and it changed my life. It's like full coverage. They have a lot of shades, and what else could I say about it? It just doesn't give me fine lines, and I love it. Right now I'm using the Dose of Colors concealer. This one is also good as well. I probably would have said it was one of my favorites, but I just got it, so I don't want to be that girl. I'm not going to be fake and phony about that. So probably for 2020, this would be my favorite concealer. The regular lipstick formula is my favorite type of lip product, but when I do want to wear matte lips, I wear these matte lips from a company called Brazen and Beaute. They sent me the whole collection, and anytime I want like a matte lip, I reach for these. What I like the most about them is that they don't give you that sticky feeling. Like, you know, some matte lipsticks are like sticky and your lips stick together. They don't do that. They stay on all day and they're matte and perfect. Bronzer. I've always been a fan of bronzer, but this one by L'Oreal is my favorite. It's like the perfect tone of bronzer for my skin tone, and I love it. I think it's like under $10. You can find it at anywhere you can find L'Oreal. So yeah, that's definitely my favorite bronzer. I also like the Prime Beauty bronzers. I feel like if you're a brown skin girl and it's hard for you to find a bronzer, you should definitely check out the Prime Beauty. The bronzer I have is called, hold on, Bronzeville. I like this bronzer, but it's a little bit too dark for me. Like, I have to be really careful with this bronzer. Let me compare the shades. Well, it's not really like too dark, but it's more on the red side. And it shows. Like, I can't contour my nose with that, but if you're darker than me, you should check this out. And they also have a lighter shade, so I might buy that one next. One product that I just couldn't live without, period, is the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus Spray. This one's in coconut. It doesn't matter what scent it's in, but this is my favorite setting spray. I don't know what's in here or what's special about it, but nothing makes my face look as good as this one does. Runner up would be the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. How could I forget? I almost forgot. My favorite eyeshadow palette was the Jackie Aina palette. Like, I know you guys all know what it looks like on the inside at this point, but definitely hands down my favorite palette, and I don't feel like I've gotten the full use out of it yet. I always try to reach for it, but the fact that I make like Instagram content, like all my videos can't be this palette, so I just can't wait to like take a deep dive into this palette. But from the colors, like, it's just perfect. The perfect brown skin girl shades. And I'm wearing it on my eyes right now. Like, every product that I'm mentioning today, I'm wearing on my face right now. Another one of my favorites, well, like eye products this year, was the Artist Couture Diamond Lights Finishers. I have like 4 of them. They're bomb. They're like the perfect topper for any eyeshadow look. They're just so pretty. I wish I put on one today. I didn't. Maybe I should. I'm gonna try Golden Hour and just put that on the center. You see how sparkly that is? It's like an added pop compared to the other eye. My favorite makeup tool this year was the Juno sponge. Like, I can't do my makeup with anything else. They also have, well, this is the velvet, but they also have one. This one's called the Cloud Sponge, and this one is similar to the Beauty Blender, but it's not the Beauty Blender and it's cheaper than the Beauty Blender. But yeah, something about this velvet texture that like gives me full coverage and evenly disperses my makeup. And I can't blend my concealer with anything else. This is definitely my favorite makeup applicator, hands down. Hands down. I've always been a sponge girl, but this took it to the next level for me. I have a code and I also have a link, so I'll leave all that down below if you want to make a purchase. I believe your first purchase with Juno would be 20% off. And to do my eyeliner, I love this e.l.f. Precision liquid liner. When I first learned how to do liner, which was back in high school, I used to use liquid liner. I've always been a liquid liner girl. I do know how to do it with gel too, but liquid is just easier for me. And I know that's kind of backwards. Most people prefer pencils or gel. So yeah guys, that wraps up today's video. I want you guys to leave me down below some of your favorite makeup products of 2019 and let me know if any of my products were your favorite. If you aren't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.